Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting race in our Challenge Cup tournament. Tonight we have RidleyDragon and Danny Music. This is game one of our tiebreaker match. And with me today, I have Benny Burrito.
Hello.
So we are going to be starting off things here shortly. So just a little bit of background information. This is just going to be a regular open seed 7-7 kill cannon, randomized swords. So nothing super special. So I'm sure we are bound to find some trolley things going on today.
Always do. This cup seems to be notorious for that.
Yeah, for sure. We have definitely seen some doozies of matches, so it will be interesting to see what kind of routing we're going to have in this race. This is a game one, so this will definitely go to a game two, possibly a game three, so be sure to stick around. And we should be off here in a second.
Go.
All right, starting off at Link's house and just 20 rupees in each.
Already getting that divergence. It's the divergences that make these fun.
Oh, definitely.
We see on Danny's side, he's taking the sign with him, not because he likes reading it, but so he could throw it at the guard. Killing the guard will give him a treble, and as you can see here, he gets 5 arrows for the treble, or 20 if you take them all.
Yeah, not exactly a great start, but we are going to get to see what's in our Lost Woods and Uncle.
Uncle said, hey, you caught some of those branches off the tree, here are 10 more branches.
$300 to start is pretty nice, and you really don't have to worry about that money for bottle vendor and Zoran, what have you.
Heck, if he wants bombs, he'll be able to buy bombs. Now Danny's following suit.
Early map check, I saw a couple crystals. Looks like a pendant Hera and 2 crystals on Desert and Eastern.
Start.
Not terrible.
Doesn't look like Ridley checked Lumberjack Ledge. We'll see if Danny does it, but it seems to be that the plays for this cup typically wait until you have boots to bother doing it.
Yeah, although that came back to bite a couple of our runners the other day when Mira was on Lumberjack and it was last location, and we got the mirrors in Blind's hut.
Ooh.
We got the boots in Blind's hut. Mira was on Lumberjack.
It's the kind of information you wish you had early on.
Yeah, for sure. It went from a jet seed to almost a 2-hour.
What do you call a seed that's very slow? Is that like a slug seed?
I call that a cub seed because those are the kind of seeds that Cubs rolls.
I don't understand that, but okay.
Cubs is a fellow restreamer with VSR, and during the Cross Keys tournament, he rolled a lot of the seeds for our tournament racers, and they were all horrible. Every single one of them. So we just have come to know them as Cub seeds.
That makes sense. Thank you. Thank you for the explanation.
Uh-huh. So far, nothing exciting in Kakariko.
Yeah, this is bland.
Wow. Nothing in the well.
Does that mean South Shore will have just a bunch of stuff and just blow this wide open?
Probably not. We probably haven't had a seed.
Optimism is
I told you,
Perfect.
every time I've calmed, we've had a train wreck scene. I was not bluffing.
Do appreciate the Sonic on Ridley's side. It makes me want this to go fast. And
I
it's a
agree,
pretty
but
nice rod.
I find Sonic without the boots just makes me sad. I find the ice rod in Blind's hut, which probably means a pendant turtle rock.
Exactly. Always find it when you don't need it.
Exactly. Yeah, slow Sonic feels bad, man.
Real bad.
Let's take a look at what is on our library and race game.
Think he's gonna just go for the race game, or do you think he'll check it first?
I don't know. Without the boots flute combination, typically runners check it first. And just a piece of heart.
That was the right move.
Race spot, that is not what you were supposed to say. Just... don't know why it's doing that. I don't have it set on Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, remember those days when you would play Ocarina of Time as a kid and you'd go into the dam and drain the dam? Those were the best days.
There we go.
It's a new graphics spec.
Don't know why it did that, but hey. Getting a little bit longer of a map check there on Ridley's side.
Be entering Mini Moldrum Cave. And I bet $1 that there's gonna be some good stuff in here.
I hope so, because we really don't have anything to go on at the moment. And a bomb start escape on an open seed is bleak.
Rough stuff. Oh, there we go.
Love.
Oh.
Okay, that was nice.
We're a mitts or a hammer away from Dark World access.
Ridley is very close to having those 500 rubies needed for Zora, which is now in Logic because of that glove, so I would be surprised not to see a Fake Flipper here.
That's a good point. And he also has the Moon Pearl, so we could water walk glitch the waterfall cave.
Yeah, definitely.
Gotta be careful with those crabs. They're not very friendly.
Oh, they are brutal early game. Danny grabbing his Moon Pearl sword and glove. Race Rat Cave being crap.
Hey, the red boomerang? It's a pretty good boomerang.
It's only good for splash deletion.
Stunning crabs, as we just saw.
Looks like we have a recovery heart for our stun item. Not terrible early game. Would have been better if it was the 20 rupees. Because Ridley does need a little bit more money for Zora. Much more than Danny needs. Which it looks like he's going ahead and trying to farm up these crabs, see if he can grab some extra money.
A bomb, get a bomb.
Just a heartbeat on Hylia Island.
He's foregoing the hobo check. Is he doing that because he knows it's out of logic?
Possibly. There's our first bottle from our waterfall berry. Could be some progression on Sickit. Ooh, really being trolled by that bottle. Oh, just another bee.
Then 1 B per bottle, please.
I agree with Walter. Quick swap or nothing. Let's see. Ooh, Samaria on the ledge.
To know. Well, Danny is going to check the hobo.
Just 20 bucks.
He's only 5 away from Zora now. But he's going to have to come back anyway.
Oh, for sure. Definitely to get that cane. And unfortunately, they don't have anything for Splash Deletion right now. Ridley going to give us a look at the back of Escape. There's our lamp.
It's like easier. What does that put into logic? That puts into logic Death Mountain, the big key chest in Eastern.
But better yet, it gives us a fire source so we can actually do a little bit more. Ridley about to get some bad news from the uncle.
He's gonna go for the farming for the 5 roops. Never mind. Changed his mind.
Nope. We'll see how that comes into play because Zora is in logic.
True that.
We are still missing an item for Dark World access.
These runners are pretty much just following right in each other's footsteps.
Yeah. Kind of like this escape play. We do have the mirror, so we're not going to have to orphan anything. Or the mirror. We have the lamp, so we aren't going to have to orphan anything here in Hyrule Castle. And we also haven't seen the map or the small key, so we might not even have to check Dark Cross chest.
There's cross, no duck cross. Small key.
Cool, Alex calling flippers on Zora. That would be so mean.
Net hype. Let's get that bug net hype going. The chat is pretty mean today. Flippers on Zora, bug net or magic cape and escape. Come on, guys. It's your Christmas spirit.
The best part about being a spectator for these races is trolling the runners, I feel like. So there's our map and our small key. So it does look like we are going to have an item in that dark cross chest.
Wouldn't be escape without it.
Let's see what Zelda's chest has for us today. Looks like Ridley is going to try and set up this death warp. Oh my god.
Well, the cape is a pretty good find.
That is a terrible feeling.
After this, you might as well just go up and do Ega.
I mean, all signs are certainly pointing to it. Ridley holding out hope for that dark cross chest. Now we do have Sahashal's Closet, we have Eastern Palace, and we have the Old Man plus Spectacle Rock that could possibly have our progression, but will our runners just gamble on that Aga play? Could be interesting.
There's the other Aga. There's Agina down in Desert.
Oh, yes, yes. That is kind of out of the way. No really close checks. Like you have Zora, which is out of the way. Agina out of the way. We have Mirror in Escape.
It's Terror Access.
Yeah, I definitely think if I were the runners, I would put off that Aga 1 play.
Looks like Ridley is gonna make the Death Mountain play. Take that back. It looks like he's not going to do that.
This is a Houlihan play. He's gonna check Zora first. Wasn't quite close enough to that hole for Houlihan there. Could use that useless fairy drop. And he's gonna head right up the mountain.
Ridley might be going for the Eastern play.
Possibly waiting for that hammer so that he can access Death Mountain. The western side?
Eastern side, right? With
Yep, eastern side. Or hook shot. Oh, Danny's face when he just pulled that hook shot was incredible.
I just saw. Oh, that's awesome. Shot is arguably the coolest weapon in the game, and I will fight over this.
This could be big for Danny. He is going to have a lot more access to these items up here on Death Mountain, and the longer Ridley puts off going there, Danny could pull ahead.
Absolutely.
And it looks like Ridley's going to head right there. Oh, Titan on Spectacle Rock! Danny nodding. Big smile on his face. I love this. We need to start doing racer cams.
Absolutely. That sort of stuff makes Danny a happy boy.
That kills Aga 1. So that could have been a big gamble for racers, and I'm surprised that at least one of them wasn't kind of sucked into making that AGA 1 play. This was a very good choice.
Ridley checked Lumberjack Ledge, and we just see the red rupee.
AGA is dead. Rest in peace.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Interesting Danny's making this play versus doing Hera first. Although could pull that hammer and it'd be good to go.
Isn't it possible, and correct me if I'm wrong on it, but couldn't you still have hammer locked behind AGA on the pyramid or something?
Yes, but if you find flippers, you really don't have to worry about that. Like, even if hammer's in pod, it's kind of not really a big deal at the moment.
Okay.
Our runners will find a way around. Forgot we also had Sig Kid in play.
But yeah, I'm sure they'll be going over there soon enough with the mids.
Another bottle. Oh,
Bugnet. Whoever was calling the early K Bugnet play.
Yeah, all signs are definitely pointing to an AGA 1, but with the current discoveries we have in our legal glitches, we have splash deletion, we have the kern jump, there's lots of ways around that AGA 1 block for the hammer. Just a heart piece on Floating Island.
Spiral Cave God, come on.
Oh, I also forgot that Hera is a pendant, not a crystal. So, it makes more sense for this one first. Let's see what is in. This is interesting too, because with those Titans, we have Dark Death Mountain access as well. Oh, another sword.
That's a good point though. Dark Death Mountain has what, 2 in Super Bunny Cave, 4 in Hookshot.
Yeah, and we're gonna get that information on what our crystals and pendants are in the Dark World. Give me that map check, baby.
Hey. Ridley pick up his mitts, or did he just go straight over to the east side?
He went straight across, I think. Ridley's not going to be happy in a minute.
Probably not.
There's Bombos and Super Bunny and the mushroom. Lots of items so far.
Mushroom might push him back up towards Zora area. He might wait till it gets flips.
I feel like I might hold off on that mushroom for a while just because we do know where Samaria is and we could do some fake powder just for that extra chip.
Good idea, that's thinking ahead. Not really anything.
Nothing good, but definitely can't be upset about some of the items we found here. Nice move by grabbing that very early Dark World endeavors can prove. Ooh, Bombos' Turtle Rock.
Knowledge. Where's he going now? Oh, is he gonna make that Hera play now?
Yeah, he's gonna do Hera now.
It was really good routing on Danny's part.
Yeah, definitely worked out. get a high five from our runners here. Ooh, so far, Hera just 5 rupees.
Go on.
Ridley says no, thank you.
There's a lot open to him. Or both of our runners do.
Yeah, for sure.
After these checks, let's see what's in here. What do we got?
There's
A
our
small
second
shield.
item.
He's opting not to finish it.
Yeah, not too much of a time sink there. So definitely would feel better knowing what items there since they were pretty quick. We're gonna get our first look at Dark Kakariko on Ridley's side, which I'm sure we're gonna see Danny follow suit there as well.
Here's the map check.
Told you.
Did tell us.
Looks like our other 5/6 crystal is over at Skull Woods, and our last pendant is Turtle Rock.
Go to the ice rod. Pendant TR.
Yep. And another shield over on the chess game.
And he is now making the same play. But will he go to Skull Woods first?
We've seen a lot of runners starting with Skull Woods lately. Oh, let's see what Sick Kid has. 20 rupees.
The kid's allowance. Come on, man.
I don't know why the Ocarina of Time bot is in the chat.
Close your eyes and think really hard about Ocarina of Time. It'll still have nothing to do with this race. Oh. But the hammer on Ridley's side has a lot to do with this race.
Very nice.
If there's a spot you want to find that's like the perfect spot for it. Because now you can go into Thieves' Town and not have to worry about the chest in the basement.
Oh, for sure. And it is a Crystal Thieves Town. With the book.
Why would a blind guy have a book?
Might be Braille.
Point taken.
I think Blind just has chronic migraines.
Was that the lore?
Oh, it's just what I think. Because I can't handle very much light either.
Interesting that Ridley is doing the same thing that Danny did, where he lets the bee go and takes a ferry.
Yeah, definitely don't blame them. This is a very low percent Thieves Town, so I feel like safeties would be pretty important.
They're both still with the green mail, and so a few hits by blind would be a bad time.
That's 3 of our items.
You guys are neck and neck, almost They're literally on the same screen right now.
Yeah, this is pretty exciting to see just an execution battle right now.
Danny has a few more checks than Ridley, but none of them amounted to anything.
Yeah, but Ridley doesn't know that.
Yeah.
That had to be hard leaving Death Mountain without checking Dark Death Mountain with the lure of 6 checks.
Knowing you could have if you had gone up there first.
Yeah, for sure. You kind of gotta commit to something, you know, not second guess. Just
But when you start second guessing, you start just right. As our runners make their way down into the basement of Thieves Town, I think it's worth saying again for anyone that has joined late. This is the first race between Danny Music and RidleyDragon in the tiebreaker round. So there will be a second game. But round bracket stages.
where is Danny going? You don't have the key. We have found all 4 items in Thieves Town, so all that's left is to take care of Blind. Resetting that room to get the hearts.
Good idea.
Or maybe just the last count of his items?
It's RNG manipulation.
That's what I call it whenever I accidentally do something that I shouldn't. It's all part of my
Exactly.
grand scheme. Ooh, Ridley missing out on that script there, but still not doing a bad job taking care of Blind. He does have that fairy in his back pocket.
Oh yeah, he's got it. It's a good thing he got the fairy.
Yeah, for sure.
Now that always
Blind
hurts
is
us a
down
little
for
bit.
Ridley.
When you finish him off and you end up not taking another hit, it's always just like, ugh.
I do that all the time in Skullwoods.
Might be where they go next. Both of our runners get blind down.
I think possibly a dip in Skullwoods wouldn't be a bad call. Although we do now have a lot of access to... oh! Flute and C-shape house. Could they possibly have any more awesome items?
Oh, at the start of the seed, we were saying, oh man, it's probably going to be terrible layout. It's just been how things have been going. But they're getting some pretty good stuff now.
Yeah, definitely. We need to find those flippers so that we can get access to Arcane of Samaria. Bombos was accessible. We are finding some pretty awesome items early on. Yeah, definitely. Smith Chain does look pretty enticing.
Ridley's side, we're probably going to see the in-game up to the Mr. Froggy, do the Smith Chain, and go from there. And I wouldn't be surprised if Danny follows suit.
That's a lot of checks here. We can do dig to smith to hammer pegs to purple chest to stumpy cave 45 hype cave. It's just really nice routing. It's a lot of checks. Just our blue boomerang on digging.
Does the frog have a name? I know people call like the
Jeremiah.
thief guy. Oh yeah, Jeremiah. That's right. Who comes up with these names?
Oh my gosh, you don't know that reference. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. He was a good friend.
Oh.
You gotta be in your 30s to understand that reference.
I am 30 and now I get it totally.
We're not curse chat singing. It would not be pretty. Everybody would leave.
Alright, I won't sing.
Probably lose my job as a restreamer. No, I won't sing. I would not do that to anybody. Except my shower and my children. Lord Zeno coming in loaded with his puppy pics as always. Just 20 rupees off our Smith. And he says, yeah, I'll take that money.
Hey, 50 bones, that's a good amount.
I mean, if I see 50 bucks hanging out in a cave after I freaking worked so hard to get it open, I'm taking the $50.
I'd look both ways first to make certain like no one else is around that would claim the $50, then I take it.
I mean, you have a sword, so
Good point.
it's fine. Nobody's gonna mess with you. It's fine. 10 bucks for 20 bucks off of our Smiths. Let's see what's in cave 45. 10 arrows. Overworld checks have sucked. It's our Dark World checks that have all of the goodies today.
And then took it all with him.
Totally missed what stuff he had.
Okay, so I get Jeremiah and the bullfrog. I totally get that one. But why Gary?
That one I don't know. Gary's lunchbox. I have no idea.
Like his lunchbox has bacon in it.
Quick. Oh, I forgot we picked up that book. We're gonna need a Bombos check.
Always good to get this done early on.
It's easy to forget about for sure. This also gives us desert access, even though we do have the flute and that mirror.
The bow!
Ooh, nice.
Could full clear swamp as well, and it is a crystal.
Hopefully Danny remembers he has that book. And he does. I have a feeling this race is gonna come down to execution.
Absolutely. I mean, they've just been doing the same stuff back and forth in almost like a screen behind each other.
What is in Hype Cave? nothing, but we can't really be that upset. I mean, we have found a plethora of items.
Plethora indeed. What do they have access to right now? They could full clear Eastern. They could full clear Desert. Swamp.
Nope. Need those flippers for swamp.
Point. Not Swamp. Or Skull. Couldn't do Skull. You could fake flipper Ice
Danny
Palace.
could do Ice Palace with the fake flipper. We know we're not gonna find our flippers in there. I mean, our real flippers. There we go. Meyer Shed has $300 and 10 arrows. It's nice. We're gonna get a lot of checks over here in the Meyer entrance too. That checkerboard cave sometimes gets left in the dark. Didn't have a chance to see. Oh, okay. Either.
You say that. Oftentimes you'll find like the fire rod in that cave.
Yeah, for sure. That is on Desert Ledge. Our third shield.
Which means that when Ridley gets up to check Dark Death Mountain, he'll have his mirror shield.
Or laser bridge.
They do it.
Pendant TR, they're gonna have to do it.
It's the way it always comes out.
At least we know the flippers aren't gonna be there.
So
Just
not
our
required.
on the desert. There's our small key.
One item left. Who's got it?
Gross. But hey, this is gonna be our first crystal, so.
Or second, right? Because they already got Thieves Town done.
Yep, second. Sorry.
Killed the blind guy.
It sounds so wrong.
No. At least making pretty good use of those sword beams.
Yeah, for sure. And they're very nice in the desert. Pot is green pendant, but I want to see what's in it.
6 checks right there.
Yeah, Pod is my favorite dungeon, so I'm always a big fan of going in Pod, regardless of if it's a crystal or a pendant.
Hey, is that one your favorite?
It's very like symmetrical how you get the keys and you can route it. I like when you can beautifully route Pod, like where it just makes one big circle. I don't know. I'm obsessed with impulsive.
At least it makes sense to you. When I go in there, I'm always like, I don't know what I'm doing. There could be a key here. I don't know.
I also think Helmasaur is the coolest looking boss in the game. It's like they just stopped trying when they got to blind. They're like, no, it's fine. Just put him in a nightgown, it's fine.
He just looks like he's a guy on fire in a nightgown. It's fine. I was thinking about this earlier. Like, most of the bosses are animals. Like, here we see, Landmolas. They're snakes. Moldorm, snake. Helmasaur, dinosaur. Jellyfish and swamp. Moth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like bugs and eyeballs.
Bugs and eyeballs, exactly. And a turtle. With 6 eyeballs. Ridley gets his crystal for desert.
Almost down for Ridley. I want to see what's in checkerboard. And Agina. Let's go, guys. I get very impatient.
Danny is showing dissatisfaction with that Lamos fight.
Let's see what is in game 40. Or nope, checkerboard. I'm sorry, I'm actually really sick and I'm trying to keep my thoughts together.
Oh!
There's our
No,
flipper.
you're doing great. Not as great as these flippers being found here.
That is interesting. We are so close to go mode. It's scary. We are like a fire rod away.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Ether.
Yeah. Yeah, we need ether as well. Oh, yes, Nitro. You miss actually a pretty exciting thing. We're still on really low percent, though. I mean, we don't even have our first full row of hearts, and we're still on green mail and master sword.
Noting that, it's worth additionally noting that Ridley used his fairy on blind, whereas Danny still has one. He has that safety.
This could be interesting. I'm wondering if Danny's gonna do pod or if he's just opening pod. I don't think he's checked Sahashala yet, so we're gonna see that. Samaria is on Zora Ledge, so they just needed the flippers to get that.
Now they just got to go over there and get it. What if Zora has the fire out? That'd be pretty big.
That would be crazy. Oh, we're getting a swamp play from Ridley.
Crystal.
Swamp is my husband's favorite palace, and I don't understand it.
It's my favorite palace too. It's great.
Oh god, no.
And it's got bubbles everywhere. It's a great palace.
Bubbles. Go mode swamp is nice. Although I used to really hate Misery Mire until I started playing too much of Cross Keys, and then it became one of my favorite palaces.
What did cross keys do to help that? Just so you'd have the big key already?
Well, it made Mire a lot more valuable because it only has 2 items and it's kind of a big investment when you do it just in regular rando. So it definitely made me appreciate the dungeon more when there was more of a payout for it. Regular rando Mire? Absolutely not.
I'm gonna have to give Ice Palace the award for worst dungeon, personally.
Yeah, nobody likes Ice Palace.
Luckily for runners, they'll get to go there.
Yeah, but hopefully in go mode. But unfortunately for Danny, not gonna get to I'm not, he might get to go mode it, but with that Bombos medallion, probably gonna be more tempted to go into it. Because
Again,
that fire rod could very well be an Ice Palace.
yeah. Only one we can't logically do right now is Skolitz. The Crystal Dungeons.
Yeah, I can't really do too much with Turtle Rock without that fire rod, but of the Crystal Dungeon, yes, you're correct. But yeah,
It's time for everything.
I think Skullwoods and Trinex are the only two bosses we couldn't beat.
Ridley is opting to do left side swamp.
Ouch. It could pay off. It's either going to be awesome or it's going to suck.
Let's get him at least a sword for his troubles. And if not a sword, give him a mail.
Yeah, that would be nice. Some kind of safety item if it's not going to be anything great.
Getting that fairy will be very helpful. Now they both have safeties again.
Yeah, definitely. Swap pays off.
I have not been counting items in Danny's Eastern Palace. I have no idea if Armos has anything.
Oh, left side swamp sucks. I've been working on getting the Ocarina of Time chatbot out.
And there's a compass on Armor, so still looking for that fire rod.
It is our third crystal, though.
Yeah, true that. Fortunately, we will not be doing Pyramid Fairy today. No check of the big bomb to the 5-6 crystals. Because to get into Skullwoods, to get that second red crystal, we would need the fire rod, and that's what we need for go mode. Something weird happens where we need to get like boots, and it's on that crystal in that fairy.
That'd be so rude.
It'd be really rude.
Pot not bow locked, but we have the bow. Still not bow locked. I mean, just knowledge. Hashtag the more you know.
Checks. This will be a pretty good play. Oh.
Oh, no, it won't be. Oh, crap. That's
Right,
almost... No, it's still not go mode.
Commentator's curse, I'm sorry.
We still need that ether. So the only way this is going to work out for Danny is if ether is in here.
Or on the pendant. On the pedestal.
Who hurt you?
Number of people in my life. There are a number of ways. Thank you. There are a number of ways this could go really poorly. Let's just... I hope that none of that happens.
I mean, especially ether being needed for Misery Mire. There's only 2 items in Mire. So ether could literally be anywhere else. Ether has now become the ice rod.
Pretty much. Well played.
Which we got pretty early. Pretty early.
Oh! Those beetles are just not having it. Oh, they're all frozen.
There's a bit of a delayed switch there.
Yeah, that was really weird. Meanwhile, Ridley knocks out Argus and gets his third crystal.
Yeah, Ridley has to feel pretty good about pulling that fire rod. Oh my god!
Look at that face. He's so happy.
You should-
Those that can't see Danny's stream, he just had a big smile.
Oh! Okay. Wow.
It's huge. That is huge.
He just said that too. I can read his lips.
Oh, now Ridley's gonna go clean up that hobo check he skipped earlier. He still needs ether. Danny still needs fire rod. Which one will go do the other thing first?
Although those boots are just going to give Danny a whole lot more places to check.
That is a good point.
Now, given our knowledge, we know anything Danny does besides going to Swamp Palace is not going to be correct. And Ridley is heading straight for Pod.
Where you going, Danny? The fact he's coming out this way makes me think he's doing Pyramid.
He's going to do Pyramid and Catfish, I would bet. Which isn't a bad play, we just know it's the wrong one.
Right.
A saving grace would be mail upgrade,
Silvers.
sword upgrade, or silvers. But even, I mean, a sword upgrade would probably be the best case scenario in this. Oh no! He didn't open pod! He didn't open pod. Oh, he mirrored too soon.
Remember how earlier you were saying Ridley probably feels pretty good right now? He doesn't probably feel very good right now.
Yeah, that stupid monkey. All the puzzles and challenges in this game, and you need to pay a stupid monkey to open pod.
He's so finicky. Like, if you get hurt, he runs away. Come on,
I
man.
know. Like, seriously, you live in there. Like, my goodness. Like, you're not used to these enemies. Oh, this is a good play for Ridley. Going in pod first. Although, Ridley's gonna mirror as soon as he grabs that ether. So, no! Yes, he doesn't need bombos. If he doesn't bomb jump on this hellway, Ridley's not gonna get the boots. Unless he goes looking for the mirror. I mean, for the for a sword upgrade.
Good point. And it's worth pointing out, Danny's routing right now is pretty good. I mean, going over here, doing Zora, getting the Cane of Samaria. Pretty good routing.
Oh yeah, definitely not terrible. We just know it's not correct.
Big Fish is hiding some blueberries.
Yeah, but he has that Cane of Samaria for you downtown, so... not gonna
Downtown?
be
Downtown's Lord's Domain.
Yeah. Just slightly south. GG's to our tracker today. She has definitely been keeping up well. We had a surplus of items flying at us, and she didn't miss a single one. So definitely. Oh, good. Our bot isn't working. Okay, there it is. Yoinker's wife. Be sure to give her some CSR love for all the hard work she's doing today. Oh, no. No. My friend.
Fortunately, I mean, the things you said earlier, like he could find a sword upgrade that maybe Ridley won't find. That's just gonna keep holding true until he gets that fire up.
I mean, if Ridley doesn't get those boots, he's definitely going to have faster mobility. But I don't know if a full clear of Misery Mire is going to be enough to negate for Ridley going into go mode here shortly. It's going to take a lot.
Yeah, but with the low loadout he has, I mean he has the fairy for safety, but a death to Ganon without silver, so that could be pretty big.
It could.
I'm just screwing for an even seed.
Yeah, I
Those are the most
definitely
fun.
want it to be close. I like close races. As a matter of fact, I am minimizing SRL because I don't want any spoilers.
Pointing out that Danny did take a death in that second rune of Mire, so he had to use up his fairy.
Yeah, it definitely has enough money though that can get some potions. There's our big key. Oh, it's a Godmire.
That hurts even more.
That's bad. Yeah.
Haven't found any items, so he's gonna go on the hunt.
There's either. Yep. Ridley's gonna miss out on those boots.
Ridley is in go mode.
Yeah. At 1 hour.
Pretty good.
Master Sword Silverless go mode, but go mode nonetheless.
Unless the Ganon big key is on that torch. I mean,
Or I didn't even think about that. That's awful.
I think that's it, right? I think that's the only thing that can really be a big hazard.
Yeah.
It is dead.
Oh yeah, Pet is long gone.
Oh, does he have another fairy?
No. Yes.
What?
Okay.
He didn't know he had another fairy.
No, he didn't. I still can't believe how many checks we've had and we're still so low percent.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Our tracker informing us that she in fact knew he had a fairy. That was clutch. Oh, please. I'm in a little bit of trouble with this Stalfos room. Okay, so love. Makes me so sad. You have a Godmire. Oh, we can't go mode it.
Trying to think of like a good comparison of what that's like. It's like
Novocaine wearing off in the middle of a root canal.
that's pretty bad. It wasn't going that bad, but that's pretty bad.
I've thought about it.
I was thinking like,
Oh, silvers. Okay.
oh, he's not gonna get that.
Definitely gonna make his Vidi fight a lot easier.
Yeah, I finally remembered it. The comparison I was thinking of. It's like rain on your wedding day. Like a free ride
When you've
that
already
you just
paid.
didn't take, right? When you've already paid. We'd be talking about some old school music references. Because Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog was in the 90s too, right?
Oh, no, no, no. That was probably 70s.
Really?
Maybe 80s. Oh, yeah. That's what, Three Dog Night? Late 60s.
You were right, 1970 by Three Dog Night. Wow, I'm a mess.
I do love some Three Dog Night, though. And there is a fourth crystal from RidleyDragon, who is in go mode. Danny Music still on the hunt for that fire rod, which can be found in Swamp Palace.
Danny's sake, let's hope he goes there next.
Yeah. Does have a decent amount of magic, so could use cape straps if it gets too gruesome here.
How much damage do the eyeballs do? Or the big eyeball?
Too many.
Okay. Oh, he's in good shape. He's in great shape.
Yeah, he's got it. Oh my gosh, this poor kid.
Or thank you, Chad. 4 hearts and green mail, so one shot would have been a death.
Where is Ridley going?
You ever check the pyramid? Maybe he's just hoping that there's a sword or silvers up there? Yes, Danny, yes.
See, seeing Ridley check pyramid before just going straight to his palace. I feel like he's gonna be looking for a sword. Or doesn't know he's in go mode.
Maybe he just thought it was on the way, because he has to come up here anyway to get Samaria. Maybe, I don't know, you're probably right.
Getting potions. This makes sense. How's the flute? Oh yeah, he does have to get Samaria. Never mind. Sorry.
Tracking with you. We got it.
Danny needs to go straight to the back here and not do left side. Only needing one item, I would see him. Do left side first, but it's possible.
Where are we at right now? Both of them have 4 crystals done. Ridley's in go mode with Swamp done, whereas Danny still needs one item out of Swamp and is in there right now. I think we have a race.
The big factor is though that Godmire. That's gonna hurt Danny.
But he has the boots.
Invested a lot of time in that.
Do you think the boots and the silvers kind of even that out?
Silvers maybe, but not if Ridley pulls Kemper. I think the only way silvers are going to make a huge difference is if Ridley has to do Master Sword Silverless and Danny only has to do Master Sword Silvers. But yeah, this is a great race.
Our runners are flip-flopping, crisscrossing, doing each other's checks. Maybe take a second to give them both a follow. They're both busting their butts out there, trying to give us something fun to watch.
Oh, Danny's doing left side first.
Now Ridley's on his way to...
Ice Palace.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see how many checks Ridley's gonna do to try and find silvers or another sword.
Those ice physics are never fun.
Never ever. Except on the like holiday seeds, those are kind of fun.
One of those come out for this year?
Should be soon, if not already out. I still have the Halloween one saved that I haven't had a chance to play yet.
I didn't get around to that one. Next year, there's always next year.
The festive seeds are always so awesome. They put in so much work for them. They just always need to see what they come up with.
Flip the switch.
No.
He's full clean.
Gonna have to find that big key now. Without the bomb jump. This could definitely be what Danny needed to catch up. Because that just negated his left side swamp. And if Danny go modes Ice Palace, this could be interesting. I think it's going to be a lot closer than it was a couple minutes ago.
This is fun. This is fun. It's fun for us. I don't know how they feel. Look at his face.
That's what I was waiting for.
That Danny is in go mode at hour 13.
Gonna do this check here, hoping for that sword. Oh, half magic.
Really found half magic. Yeah. And with the cape, will be a good safety for Ganon.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that Danny isn't going to be getting that half magic.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty surprised that Ridley is doing this. We'll have to ask him in the interview. Is he just looking for better loadout?
Yeah, I'm not sure. And Argus is down for Danny Music as RidleyDragon continues to clear out Ice Palace.
He's not even checking chests anymore. He just skipped 2 of them.
I think that was all 3 items.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Should have been. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening.
While Danny's picking up some pots. Where's he going next?
Oh, that was so
Advice and
close
Skull.
to a death for Ridley.
And he's gonna go meet up with Ridley over in ice.
Oh, Ridley needed a small key to get to the back.
And he probably realized it like halfway through running towards the end.
Not gonna be able to get that pot. Oh, he has potions. Yeah, he's stopped to have potions. Ridley's okay. Danny gonna check chests too.
Oh, just bodied right out the gate.
Has a fairy though. It's awful when you're fighting cold stare and those eyeballs go with you. That's a bad thing. Especially with magic.
Especially with the green owl.
Yeah. Especially under every circumstance we have in this race right now. Nice splash hit there. And cold stare is down for RidleyDragon.
That was very nice using the fire rod to clean up that fight.
Yeah, for sure.
It's crystal number 5 for Ridley.
Danny's gonna bomb jump here. Yes, he is.
Execution on that. Where are you going next, Ridley?
Assume Skull Woods.
That's what it looks like. Does this mean they don't have to go to Turtle Rock?
I know, I'm calling. This race needs to be replayed because you don't have to go to Pendant Key Rock. Are you really playing Zelda?
We call a mulligan. Do over, please.
This could come down to someone going right in Ganon's Tower and someone going left.
See that Dark Magician strat, come on.
That is Sonic, unfortunately without the boots.
Opting to just use a potion and fire a Cold Stick.
Oh
The
yeah,
safer
has
route.
the money for it. Better safe than sorry. I mean, you're still in green mail and those suckers hurt. Oh yeah, I think we're up to over 100 sprites now for A Link to the Past.
It's crystal number 6 for Danny. All he's got left is Skull Woods.
If Danny goes straight to the back and kills Mothula and heads to the tower, he's gonna take over Ridley's lead.
Ridley seems to still be looking for something. Like a sword.
Definitely a sword. Drunk Future Self, thanks so much for the 300 bits. We here in CSR always appreciate donations. We survive on support by viewers like you. Let's see what Danny does here. Going straight to the back. We have a race, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, the blue cane!
Okay.
You already have the cape. Does the blue cane offer any benefit?
No. I
Alright.
mean, sometimes because it can kill enemies as well, but no. Not when you have the cape.
It doesn't do like any damage. I mean, it does damage, but very little, right?
It lags a lot.
That too.
Zelda tends to have a lot of trouble with the color blue in this game. If you have like a lot of blue sprites on screen, it tends to lag a little bit.
Interesting. That's really good to know. Especially since usually I use a blue sprite, so now I might have to give up Mike Jones.
It's more so the enemies, like those blue Octorok thing there. It's, you see it more in Enemizer than regular rando. But the blue cane definitely is like horrible. It's actually same for Zelda too, if not more. All their blue enemies tend to lag the screens as well.
Be a Hyrulean thing.
Wow, Danny has beat Ridley to Mothula.
Both fighting the moth at the same time. He was having a really clean kill, but it's starting to get away from him here at the end.
Yeah, I think nerves are starting to take
Wow.
over.
He gets
You
his
just want to
down.
get it done.
It's crystal number 6 for Ridley, and that is crystal number 7 for Danny.
Oh, I forgot Ridley didn't do Meyer. Now it is a God Meyer, so he has that going for him. But will he pick up those silvers? If he goes for the silvers, he's gonna lose a lot of time.
We see him still checking other things, so he very well might. Now, about now is when we start a game, right?
Yes, we do. When the bot works.
Pretty iffy today.
Probably help if I
Yeah.
It's not letting me do the command, so we're all just gonna have to live with it.
What is Danny doing?
I'm just screwing up this bot, so we'll figure it out when we get there. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. To actually place a bet on ZSR, you have the exclamation point bet.
Well, if we don't have the bot working, everyone, just be honest with yourself.
No. Okay. You got a fairy.
Danny thinks of death as a fairy in a bottle. Oh my god, those Lionels are just giving him the business.
Oh yeah, they're brutal. Looks like Ridley has abandoned checking chess. It's hard to pass up a Godmire.
He could be there for so much longer if he kept going. Actually, you need to put the... yeah.
Will he go right? 2 keys. Not doing it. Not taking the bait.
I meant to ask you this earlier, but do you have a guess now that we're 2 in?
I usually guess 9 or 12.
There's 3.
Ridley is safe from boot slop.
Five. 6. Oh, you better even go check that. Oh, the first
That's
mail of the
nice.
game. Well, Ridley is opting for Cape slash strat for Detrius.
So 7 chests down, no big key just yet. Chest 8, Mr. Red Ruby. Oh, and poor Ridley only had 7 arrows. I think I'd probably take him down now with the bow.
Garlish is doing some really good timing. That was a clean kill on Ridley's side. That's crystal number 7. He's going to be coming up again in Scour. Nine.
Now, if Ridley goes right and that big key is there, he's back in this race. And 2 keys in the hope room. I would have been tempted to check right side.
Oh, there it is. Was that 11?
Chest number 11.
A Scaramouche. Come on, man.
GG's.
Did win a thing. Okay, so execution in Ganon's Tower will be big. Like a death at the top could completely change this race.
Yeah, for sure.
And Danny's having a little bit of trouble with this beamless room.
Ridley's still doing some extra checks on his way up to the tower.
He never checked this area, did he?
Nope. Be surprised if Danny didn't take this safety door here.
2 fairies. Definitely be worth your time. And he uses the cape to make certain he gets there A-okay.
Now we're more than likely going to see these chests here at the top of the tower just because are still working with Master Sword here. Ooh, what if there's a sword on that mushroom that nobody turned in?
How did he take that death? Well, if you haven't completed Vanilla Link to the Past, I totally suggest you do that. But I don't know if it would really hurt you to keep watching. Did Ridley take a death on the Lionels?
Must have.
He's having a little bit of trouble with those
Fight.
the silver arrow strat.
You're gonna have to watch those arrows down to 1. And none.
Down to none, yeah.
It's understandable. Nerves start to go especially when you're on a restream.
Absolutely. And I don't know about you guys, but hour and a half into a race, you know, I started to have to maybe use the bathroom, I get kind of tired. Test of endurance, Rando.
Try doing cross keys in a tournament.
Haven't yet, and intend to never.
It's amazing. Very nice room there. RidleyDragon entering Ganon's tower.
Really is opting right side with those 2 keys.
Not a bad choice when you get to. Could find a sword here. I highly recommend it. Drunk future self. Get yourself a good tracker and you're good to go. Yeah, that's a weird glitch. Sometimes that whole bomb's open, but it doesn't show up on the screen. Looks like it's really confused Danny there. I've had it happen.
Finding that red mail.
The first time it does, it sucks. I've also despawned the tower, which sucks even worse.
Never done those things, but that sounds horrible. Not as horrible as Danny taking a fall at Moldorm 2. He must feel like that was a big falls. Oh. You're this late into the race and you're taking falls to Moldorm, all you can probably think about is, man, the other guy is probably at Agatu right now. This is what I need. I can't be doing this right now. Makes your nerves even worse. And he gets it down.
There he goes.
I'll check it again.
Moldorm 2 chest today. Oh,
Nice.
that's a slap in the face. So we are going to have a Master Sword Ganon fight here for Danny Music. Does have those silvers in his back pocket though, but only 5 arrows.
To make him count. You cannot finish a seed without getting a single rupee. It's the rules. Oh. Runners on first and second. Counted as 3. I think they hit at the same time.
Not very nice lineups there.
Oh,
That's a good one.
there it is.
And there's the big key for RidleyDragon. About to start his tower.
Really like the Sonic with the blue mail. It has like a really good feel to it.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a great sprite. It is just excellent.
He gets. Oh no, okay. He's fine.
Hopefully his practiced silver or Master Sword Ganon.
is where that red mail really comes in clutch. $12 sword spins, is that correct?
24.
24.
Wait, no, that's 24 for the last phase. Is it 24 each phase? I don't remember.
It was 24 total, but...
You have a fairy? Boy, how many fairies do you have? Every time I think he died,
Keeps coming
he has a
back.
fairy.
Checker's noting that that is his last fairy.
Okay, I think we made it to phase 3. No. I suck at counting.
This guy is a fan of fairies. Now we're on phase 3.
There it is.
A little late, but that's alright.
Just needs a standstill. If that fire back comes, it won't knock you off unless you're moving.
I wonder why Ganon, like, is weak to silver arrows. Like he's a werewolf or something. But he's a pig.
Might be. Got that torch glitch.
Hits.
Oh no. Did he just waste an arrow?
He did, but he should be okay if he lands the next 2. Should be it. It's a wrap.
That's it.
GG's in chat.
And let's switch over to Ridley's music. And we will be shortly joined by Danny Music. Hello, Danny Music, GG.
Hello, GG.
Good playing, man. Congratulations.
Thanks. It was a flying seed, even though we didn't have much health and we only had green mail.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't very high percent with your attack items there. And neither one of you had found a sword upgrade. And all the mails were in GT.
Yeah, I was checking those last couple chests in GT, hoping to find at least tempered, but I'll settle for red mail as a consolation prize.
Oh yeah,
How did
definitely.
How did you feel when you were fighting Moldorm 2 and took a few falls?
Oh my gosh, I was so mad. I did not execute very well on a lot of the bosses this game.
I guess we're not waiting.
Hello, GG Ridley.
Hi, I thought we were waiting for the delay.
Oh, sorry, Danny had finished, so we just pulled him down.
Okay. Now we're about to finish 8 minutes later. Where were the boots? Because that was a big difference if you get the boots right away.
They were in pod.
Oh, I already... That ether was my go mode item, and it actually kind of did me in.
Oh,
That,
wow.
yeah, that's what we were saying. If you didn't do the hammer jump there in pod, then we didn't think you were going to end up getting those boots.
No, I don't. I'm not confident enough in the hammer jump to do it in a tournament race, so I just don't do that. Got the ether, and I went, all right, I'm now in go mode, and I'm not gonna. I'll get chests that are on the way, which is why I dipped into like hook shot. But then I know what I did next was I screwed up Ice Palace pretty badly.
What was your mindset going into that? You forego the bomb jump?
I had Kane. Honestly, that was usually when I have Kane. I don't bother with the bomb jump.
Understood. Got it.
And then I'm playing the big key will be in one of those chests I can just turn around real quick and go back, and it didn't happen for me.
You did make a really good move though there in Ice Palace, because I couldn't figure out when you went back to the hookshot chest. I couldn't figure out why, because it was like, no, that's all the items, and then you had remembered that you needed that small key to get down to that door. That was definitely clutch, because I had completely forgotten. I'm like, I thought I counted 3 items, and then I started second guessing myself, and then I realized, oh, he's going for a key.
No, that was lesson learned. Just do the freaking bomb jump. I was pretty happy because I got a half magic, and knowing how low I was at everything, I was going, oh, all right, you know what? I'll make that up on Ganon. I can just use cape forever.
And this seed taught us anything?
I did not get magic. I go moded ice.
Yeah, I was in go mode on ice too, but I got in my head that if you have Kane, you'll need the bomb jump.
It's an easy thing to do, especially given that the seed wasn't very generous with hearts. I mean, I think, you finished with less than a full bar of hearts. You know what I mean? So it was very low percent health-wise. You had Master Sword the whole time, which it gave Master Sword pretty early, but then nothing else. Both male upgrades were in Ganon's tower. You know, and silvers were buried deep in Mire. Half magic was buried deep in Ice Palace. Like it was just brutal as far as execution wise for this seed.
That 8-minute difference was that bad line of death, a really stupid line of death. I had 4 potions. I had 4 blue potions.
If it makes you
Turn
feel
the
better,
cape on.
if it makes you feel better, I took a fairy revival to one Lionel and then immediately got hit by another one right before entering Ganon's tower.
Yeah, but did you save and continue and have to go through that entire sequence again?
Well, no, but
that's
could have been me. I had only gotten that fairy from the bonk rocks right beforehand, so
I wasn't bothering. I had
ounce of preparation's worth a pound of cure there.
I don't know what. As I did, I went, what are you doing? Just turn on the cape for a second, like.
Man, when you get to the end of the race, I mean, your nerves start going. You're like, I need every second I can get.
I thought I was ahead.
Hey, I don't know.
I gotta say, dannymusic must have taken a rather similar route to me for a while, or at least was able to skip the right chests the way I was too.
I did.
And then played mistake-free.
I think I did pod a lot earlier than you did.
Right.
I flew to the Mire area, saw that ether was the medallion, and then...
Yeah, I did that too.
I believe I did desert, and then...
Yeah, I did desert.
Afterward, I fluted to 5, and then I
did you
hadn't
not
done...
check checkerboard?
I did check checkerboard, yeah.
Because that's what the flips were.
Yep. Found the flippers there.
One big change was Danny got the silvers and Mire, you didn't get it, so you had a Master Sword Ganon completely.
Yeah, but that didn't make me lose, because by the time I was bothering Master Sword and Ganon, Danny was done.
So
it made the gap wider instead of it being 3 minutes, which would have been just the Lionel. It made it 8 minutes, so I had lost either way. But
checking more stuff. You were checking everything in Ice Palace. You were checking Skull Woods.
That was desperation. That was me saying I really don't want to do Green Mail Master Sword again. silverless again. That's doing that with green mail, especially. If I even had the blue mail, I wouldn't have bothered. I would have just gone around. But
You are putting a very nice Ganon fight, right?
all I
Very
was
nice
like,
execution on this Master Sword.
you know, this is literally the 4th time in this tournament I've had to do Master Sword silverless again.
Brutal.
Yeah,
I did
sword
both
upgrades
times.
are much more hidden in V31 than they have been in previous. And with the bow being progressive, you're less likely to find those silvers as well.
I think it's
Yeah.
worth saying that when we started, Jinxie Girl was talking about how every seed she's been doing lately, every seed she's restreaming has been somewhat of like an ugly seed. And I think this one had safeties were like the big key thing. You
Safeties
guys
were
got
wrong.
nothing.
We got four bottles.
We had a lot of progression
Yeah.
relatively early. And part of the reason why I did do Mire as early as I did and needed to full clear it at that time because I was still looking for Fire Rod was because the next thing that I did after scouting and seeing that Ether Medallion and getting the flippers was I went fluted to 5, did Eastern, and then went back into Pod. And then once I found the Ether Medallion in Pod, which was the green pendant, I figured, okay, this is my advantage, so I'm gonna do Mire next and see if I can capitalize it on a bit more.
So-
and then that ended up being how I got the silvers earlier.
Once I got the flippers and I had everything else, I knew where the red cane was because I had fake flippered earlier
Yeah.
and saw the red cane right away and said, okay, that's there, so I'm gonna have to come back.
Yep, I did that right
I
after
did-
Pod
yeah.
Eastern as well.
No, I did that right after. Boy, I did that after the second sphere checks. Like after I'm doing fake flippers. I mean, so I realized, okay, I can go around the horn here. Let me do Swamp Palace. That's 6 chests, and then I got an early map, so I faked myself into checking left side when I didn't need to, and then I went, okay, let me do the quick little. I'd forgotten what was on the island, so I checked that real quick, and then I did the quick under the bridge check because it walked me up to the eastern zone. Got my go mode item, which was Ether with 4 dungeons to go. And then finished Eastern Palace, went up to Catfish to then warp back and go get the cane, and then use the whirlpool back to go into Ice Palace.
Cool.
I didn't bother doing. The trouble is, I didn't bother doing Mire until very, very, very last. So no silvers and no silvers slows down the entirety of the tower. No boots the whole time slows down everything. And yeah, it's I have 4 blue potions and I failed to use any of a cape in the most dangerous overall spot in the game.
Well, that's a mistake that you won't be making again, eh?
No, I would like it if one of my seeds would maybe give me a 3rd sword. I would appreciate that. That would be appreciated.
On the bright side, you guys still have another game to go, right? At least one.
Yeah, I'm switching it to fast cannon.
All right.
I want to get rid of that problem I had today.
You guys had
Oh,
that
that'll
scheduled
be
already?
fun.
I want to eliminate that problem I had today. We're gonna be doing it on Saturday morning. Broadcast time of 10 a.m. I believe.
Yep, that's right.
Just heard it here first. Come watch game 2.
This group's been bruising. Like every other group, I just put the. Hey everybody listening! I'm also an admin of the tournament. I've been putting together the buy race, and like 14 of the groups had just people mow through the groups. Not ours. Look at Group N. There's like every match but 1 or 2 1s.
That's...
We've been losing to each other by matters of like 10 or less minutes every time.
What's always more fun, I think, for the chat to watch a close match versus one that's like kind of blown out of the park.
I'm glad
Yeah,
the chat's
it's fun.
enjoying it.
Yeah, we enjoyed it. That matters.
Fuck,
I had a great time.
excuse my language. It's stress.
So guys, in chat, make sure you're following these guys. You can hear it. They really put it all out there for you.
did our best. This was a fun one. Like, even despite the lack of safeties, I appreciated getting all the items relatively early, and it didn't end up becoming a crazy long quest for the ice rod or a gamble of do you do Turtle Rock or not do Turtle Rock, things like that.
I just wish
we were able to find a lot of what we needed on the way, and even though it wasn't healthy for us, it was a good experience, and I hope that the lack of health made it more entertaining to watch as well.
You know, I was hunting for one more safety. I just didn't. I don't need to do that anymore. I could have made it through fine with the potions and with the cape. So now next time, if I'm in go mode, I'm in go mode. I'm not doing this halfway thing anymore. I don't think it would have made up the time because of the silvers and the boots and the Lionel, but.
And yeah, I like how you kept dying, and then you just kept coming back. It was like you always had a fairy or two on you. It was amazing.
Like I said, ounce of preparation is worth a pound of gear there.
Yeah.
No, I was at the same thing going for the whole time, and I just at one point.
Without the magic powder as well, like as soon as I saw the fairy, I'm like, I better get it now, or I'm not going to be able to later. So
I kept heading back to get potions. But that's if you have the flute, getting potions takes no time.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
We're talking about a 30-second difference here.
A seed like this, it's worth it.
And I also purposely passed the place in a route that included 3 dungeons, so it wasn't like that was a killer. It was, you know, it was I wonder, was I in go mode first?
Yes.
Yep. There was the rare instance where it was actually to my detriment to be in go mode first, because I stopped checking dungeons.
You did, but you didn't.
I did, but I didn't. I went halfway. I did the killer thing, which is kind of do a halfway thing. I don't do that, everybody.
You guys at home, take notes.
Go or check everything. All right.
Any last words?
Thank you guys so much for broadcasting and picking it up. Restream. I really appreciate what you guys do for the community and for Zelda Randomizer. It's an awesome experience to get featured in this way. So thank you all so much for what you do, and thank you to the chat for watching. Hope you guys had fun.
Oh, we certainly did, and it's always a pleasure to be able to, put on these restreams, especially Ridley is one of my fellow restreamers here at ZSR, so it was definitely like a no-brainer, like for sure I'm going to restream it. And chat was amazing. Everybody is always, so excited for these racers. And you guys put on a great show. It was really exciting. It was flip-flopping back and forth. And you guys really played well considering what you had to work with. And so I am sorry I jinxed your race, as I have done to everybody who I've
I pulled the seed. I spawned the bot. That wasn't...
Yeah, I have yet to roll a single seed in this tournament, but every single one I've commentated has just been mean, and I'm sorry, but you guys both have phenomenal times. Master Sword Ganon is not an easy feat, and it was really fun watching, and so thank you guys.
It stinks. It stinks to do.
It really does.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And with that, one last reminder, show some love to your racers, my co-commentator and our tracker for tonight. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys and put on these streams. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for chat. So stop by soon for some more Link to the Past.